start quarter number 4. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Herbert. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
Well, you threw that so late, dude. He was wide for a minute. I thought you was going to miss.
On 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that.
Hey, he got a slow slide animation. You almost got hit on that one too.
Making plays on the football.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he hauls it.
I had Quan Alexander on him. He didn't know I had a back on
Terry McLaurin.
Nickel? Why we got a back on Terry and Nickel?
And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Hey, my boy Alu is getting work, boy. I'm watching him. I'm watching you on game, making no plays.
Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago! This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away. Off it goes. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And all the way down to the 37.
What's crazy is I seen the route before the play because that's what they got when I maxed out the momentum, and I did not think you was going to go
your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. The first down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 75 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Defensively with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. He delivers another to Goddard. Complete. Touchdown 49ers. Dallas Goddard.
You see how hard that tight end drag is to guard, though. That's what's crazy.
Get a score closer.
It don't matter who the tight end is, they will run right by you.
Wide receivers for big plays, but in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have.
I'm gonna tell you where you lost the game at, though. Right before half. Yeah, that was a big one. That's a big one. But right before half, when you missed the field goal and I went down and got points and then got the ball back, that was the pressure. But nah, that fumble definitely was a big momentum swing. But that one didn't cost you because it was still 7-7.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Brady now on first down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank.
That's crazy. I really thought you was going with the slant.
Pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Dude, Brady got 3 incompletions and 2 of them picks. That's why I don't like it. That's the only thing. I'll be super efficient with hella picks.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after
that's what he should have been running with right there.
On those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now. Okay, get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
3rd and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, he dropped it. I'm lame, though. I'm really lame for going aggressive. Catch and run would have been to the crib.
To the ground and brings up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
I didn't even put no backspin on it. I'm tripping. I should have. I didn't think it was going to go that far. It was against the wind. That's what got me.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Herbert gonna throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. Herbert to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead
I give my P6 back, JL.
at 21 points.
Nah, for sure was. Yeah, nah, you did, though. It was what? I think it was 35-7 going into the fourth. So you for sure made it respectable. I got super soft though, and it didn't even help. You still nothing bombing.
So the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue.
Dude, the ball was in the air for so long. I didn't know how to play it. I started letting off the turbo.
More than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Yeah, nah, it was crazy. You almost caught this shit, too.
Throw right side, taken in by Gallup.
Oh, wait.
And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line.
Damn, JL, you gonna make my defensive yards look bad, man. I was having a good defensive yard game.
With speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls.
Still late.
Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
GG's.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.